So today is um, 4th of July. It is cool in Georgia heat. Um, and I decided to chill out because I felt like it was going to be very hot. It's ironic that yesterday when we went out to feed the kids, the babies, my babies, that it was very hot, exhaustingly hot. It probably was like 92. And we were late. But however, that's why it's called changing lanes, because lanes change all the time. All the time. And so, you just have to go with it. Whatever's going against you, you have to go against it and maneuver. Even though yesterday was a rough day, a challenging start. However, I put on my CEO gear, and what that means to me is not a label. It's an attitude of getting the shit done regardless, you know? So I want to say that I'm so proud of Bay Consulting, my big brothers, Paul and Mark. So indebted to these guys. So proud. I want to say publicly thank you to these guys as well as Royston G. King. He thinks I don't appreciate his effort. I do. Even though it's monetarily, I do. However, I'd rather have the physical effort that is priceless because we are rebranding and working our ass out together, and it's like we're starting from scratch, basically. The administrative part. My biggest thing is security. So I am verbally warning the hackers, the people that are interested in doing what they did the last time with scamming, trying to pick real activities of mine, of my efforts, of our work, and making money off of it, or trying to recreate it as their own efforts. It won't happen this time because my eyes are wide open for this. It really is. And it's not gonna happen. I'm not a police type chick, but however, in order to defend my legacy and my work, I'm having to do some pretty uncomfortable things and show up for my organization. And I'm not playing around at all. So I have disconnected from a lot of people that over the past 15 years of being in the lion's den, meaning the hood, that I had to rely on, that I had to learn to appreciate, accept, to work with, to navigate some situations that were less than desirable, but it was my new reality. Coming from lakefront property, living in a 21-room home with my beautiful children, and I thought I had it made. I thought that everything was extremely going to plan. However, I realized that it was not the plan that was really destined for me or designed for me in my life. But I do believe that it was part of the process. It was part of what I needed to go through in order to be right here today on YouTube, being able to speak about these things, and I'm really a private person, to an extent. Well, Shannon is. Caprice is not. Caprice is made for the stage. She's made for the front line. She's made for the performance. However, this is no act. Caprice was a 3 to 5 minute act, but when I came into character, it took a lot of money to get her ready for her performance. Took a lot of money. Took a lot of training. Took a lot of skills. But I did it. I was very successful at it. But it was a time in my life where I didn't know. Well, it's not that I didn't know. Even if you go to some of the OGs, and I'm proud to be an OG, I really am. Now that I embrace that and I understand that it's my turn now, I am proud to say that I have my health, that I have my children, that I have my grandchildren, and that I have my organization. Very proud. Because being an OG is very few of us that are around to be able to live and tell about it, or that have their freedom to be able to teach about it. So a OG doesn't want to be an OG, trust me. A gangster don't want to be a gangster. A thug don't want to be a thug. It's the rough life that you have to maneuver. And yeah, jackass, I see you mention a lot about a thug. And you probably got more thug in you than I ever have. And you have a problem against thugs. Or what I said. So it's funny that you are supposed to be so upper echelon and you using the word thug, and you're so concerned about what am I going to say next. Oh, baby, I'm telling it. So you just wait. Be on your little pretty throne and you just wait. However, it's not about you at all. It's about the fact that the mentor that I had, the father-like figure that I had, is the reason why I am here now. Being able to change a lot of lanes, because he did not sway with the Caprice shit. He was not sold on it, meaning that he was not going to allow me to continue the act. It's like cut the act. So, yeah, I'm not a good actress. I'm not an actor at all. I am who I say I am. And even I didn't even want to come out and work out today because I thought it was going to be so hot. But look at how God changed the lanes on me, and it's doable. So I just felt like this is time for me to be able to talk to you guys and tell you guys what I'm doing. So even you copycats. And that is such a childish damn word. Oh my God, it's a phrase that you would think that kids do that shit. Babies, toddlers. But I see that people are doing it because it's bankable, what I do. But however, it's short-lived for you guys that chose not to collaborate with me, because at the beginning I needed help from any and everybody. And I wanted it from any and everybody that could make it easy for me to stop crying and be able to continue my life of luxury. I didn't give two shits who you were or what you were. I wanted your help. I needed your help because for whatever reason, I knew that I was indebted to God to continue this journey. It was hard as hell. A woman that had blonde hair, tan lines, nice stacked boobs, that are mine, and ass to die for, that is mine, and a figure that women are paying for. However, I was in a bad mess internally. And so right now, me allowing myself to be rugged one more month, and my appearance date to the world is set for soon. Just let me say that, soon. And the countdown is real. And I have a visual of how I want my body to look, how I want my body to feel, how I want to represent my age, 5150, represent the shit that I have been through in my life, and represent my children, represent my organization, and my team. Most importantly is represent that I am a child of God, regardless. So, yeah, and I'm sounding a little winded, huh? But that's because I have not really been working out like I'm supposed to be and haven't utilized, because the hot weather, even though I love it for different reasons, I hate it at the same time. But we outside, right? So, my other thing is I'm trying to figure out which platform I want to actually fixate on and build up to be able to be the one that is bankable. And I don't know a lot about content creating, but my brother overseas is going to help me with that, and I have like 4 more days to train for that, to look at what he sent me, to be able to figure it out in 4 days. So I'm going to use my 4th of July to actually focus on this and get his help on utilizing this software. So with that being said, once I do stay focused on something, I am laser focused. I am like a pit damn bull lockjawed on it, and it can't be taken out from up under me. However, I'm such a giving person naturally, such a, now I see it was very naive, very gullible to my surroundings when it comes to being around people. I'm used to being in the streets. And when you are really, really in the streets, you are amongst people that represent their clique to the fullest. They come out and they say whether they are a killer, a robber, a thief, the only thing that I can say that was not something that actually was broadcasted when you stepped out on the street was a molester or a rapist. Anything else that made up one's way of making money, that's just how it was. You know, you didn't have to underestimate nobody and what their purpose was to eat, to provide for their family or themselves, because back then there was no such thing as credit for us, you know, not in our lives. It wasn't it wasn't even putting our name on anything that could link us to our activities to get money. So, you know, this has been really, really life-changing for me, to be able to embrace and accept that, guess what? This is actually, to me, my 21st birthday. And that's what I'll say. My 21. 21. The way that my past reveals itself is 21. I was on the stage amongst 500 plus people. Plenty of bodyguards, cops, lawyers, doctors, whatever. It was my 21st birthday. And baby, I rocked it. I was sick for like 2 days. I didn't want no more champagne. I didn't want no more Alizé, no more Moet. And I haven't drank a glass of Moet in over 28 years. No way. I'm not impressed with Moet. I don't want to see any Moet. So if people pull out the Moet, I probably would try a sip of rosé Moet if they do have that. So if you want to surprise me for my birthday in October, get me some rosé Moet, a glass. I don't want the bottle because I'm scared of that. But yeah, I had a champagne fountain, a Moet, and Alizé. I had one of Alizé, one of Moet. I had chocolate covered strawberries. I had a nice huge cake with my whole body and my picture. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I don't know how much me and my daughter's father spent on that show, but everything about me was very, very, very impeccable. It was designed to perfection, and I think I did my no. I think I did my magazine after that. Um, yeah, I know I did. Think I didn't do my magazine until I was like 23, 24 years old, and I've only been in two. I trained for Penthouse, but I got disqualified because I was pregnant with my third child, and a jealous woman, she told on me that I threw up and whatever. So that's a long story. We'll save that for another day. But however, let's get back to what my plans are for the summer. My plans for the summer is to feed the children of the hotels. And if you want to copy something, do that. Go to your local hotels in your area, fix some sandwiches, or if you don't even want to, if you don't have the heart to do that, overnight freeze some bottled water. Do it safely. Don't try to play no shit with the kids. Do some bottled water. Freeze them overnight. But if you don't have a way to freeze a lot of water bottles, then okay, just get the water bottles. Take the water bottles, the cases of water bottles to the front office, and a cooler, or either some, you don't even have to do the cooler. Do some bags of ice, and utilize the hotel to at least get some cups and drop it off. Take a picture, post it, and let's do that challenge. I'd love to see your posts and your commitment to your community at least one day, especially you rich content creators, at least one day. So if you want to copy something, copy me at doing some kind of community service. Just dedicate 1 minute of your day. It don't even take long to, when you're probably shopping, to go and get a case of water and some ice and take it to the hotel. Drop it off. I think 40 bottles of water. I got that on an emergency yesterday at Dollar General for $5. But you can go to Sam's or Kroger and get some cases of water for less than $4. And, sit them, like I said, sit them at the office. Tell them that you are paying it forward, you are giving back to the heat. And your effort, I promise you, you will feel so good about your effort today. I don't give a shit what you have on your wrist, what kind of diamonds you have, what kind of shoes you have on, what kind of clothes, what kind of cologne, what kind of elegant lunch you have having. But if you cannot give back something during this challenge of this month, let's make July our since you want to be competitive, let's make this our month of giving back. Let's see your heart. Some people I know, no matter what they fucking post up, I can see straight through, whether it's for the gram, for the post itself, bragging rights, that's still for the gram, and or if it's from the heart, I can see. But a case of water costs you $5. And if you're lucky, you could get the ice. And Quick Trip often gives, well, I won't tell you my secret. So anyway, but yeah, ice. So less than $10 could go, because actually save a child's life. Could actually save a child's life this summer, and you could feel pretty good sleeping tonight, knowing that I may have not did all that I wanted to do, but I did do something. Shannon put it out there. I'm going to copy her, and I'm going to show that, shit, I can do it better than she can. Show me. I want to see that. So that, I feel like, could change the narrative of our world when we do more acts of selfless acts of kindness, random acts of kindness, because we need it. We need it. And so I'm very mentally drained on the fact that this is a very critical time. Like today feels like Saturday, and I keep getting it confused with Thursday. But I'm blessed to be a part of this Thursday and to have my health. And I have gained 3 pounds while I've been trying to learn and do certain administrative tasks. I've eaten so much bubble gum, and nope, I don't swallow the bubble gum. But I have, and so many sub sandwiches that I fix. I make the best simple sandwich. And I have been craving rice and meat. I do that when I'm stressed, but the weight is coming back. But it's okay because I have to work it out. No problem. And retrain what the hell I'm doing really quick. So yeah, the point that I'm trying to make is I wanted to be able to figure out what my niche will be on this particular channel, whether it will be the work that I do out here in the community, or would it be, I have been wanting to do like a news segment on the YouTube streets, including what happens in our world, but I need to be consistent on those different channels with that specific content. And I don't too much follow rules. So, and even if they're my own, I don't, because I will tend to slack off. But I'm trying to get better at certain things that we are working hard on. But once all this work that we're putting in, I won't undo it. I won't. So that is part. I am very strict on myself when it comes to things that I have to work my ass off with. I don't play with it. Maybe things that I don't respect or accept or really care about, I will alter to make it fit my liking, but or either stay away from it. But yeah. So you see how dark this is? This is not a filter, but it feels good. The wind, there's a breeze. It's a musty breeze, but we outside. And so I think I'm going to spend an hour walking the trail. And so, yeah. So then the next thing would be, I am planning on, we are planning on doing a baby shower, surprise baby shower for one of the ladies that's pregnant. It's my first time being alerted that there is a baby coming. So that's given us like 4 weeks to prepare and to plan. So with my team being majority women, we know how to get things done and at a more affordable way to do it. I've learned so much from the hood mothers of how to feed and how to do things. I couldn't even think about a meal under $100 or under $50. And this is God honest truth. However, I wasn't fixing it. I wasn't cooking it at that time. I love to pull up at a Red Lobster, or somewhere fancy and eat. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Love Italian food and a nice glass of wine. Love it. However, that was getting me a lot of high cholesterol when I started, my medical journey, of getting my health together to find out why I was, fainting, and I've never had any faint spells. But ladies, take care of your health. Take care of your health. There is no reason for a 50-year-old woman to look better, to feel better than some of you younger ones. But you're rich, right? No, hell no, you're not. You're not. We have to change the narrative and change the definition of what rich means, because it's killing us as a whole. It's making people idiots. It's making people careless zombies out here, and they will do anything to be accepted and looked at as rich. That pose that they are in is probably a painful, awful mess, an awful rendition of what happens after that shot is taken. And, because their life might be miserable as hell after they shoot that shot for the Instagram, or the video for TikTok or whatever, and that's really backwards. We have to get comfortable with being in our skin and being a champion for our age and our vitality by, knowing what it is that makes our body feel the way it feels. Some things people could take for granted. I take a lot of concern, a lot of envy, but I'm also very happy for when I see young women or young people out here playing, and the only thing that stops them is being tired. It's not pain. It's not consistent chronic pain. It's not that stops them. And they can do it all over again and all over again and all over again. I love that. That's the only thing that I'm envious of in this world, because I've been there and I've done all of it. Promise you I have. There's not anything that I envy more than vitality and health. So, me coming back after a near fatal car accident, there was a lot that was at stake. There was a lot that changed in my life, and I realized that it wasn't money that could let me say two parts to that. It wasn't money that could repair any of these things that the injuries did. It wasn't money. It took a team of people, and God really laid this out. He really laid it out. A team of people that have had one common goal, and it was a lot of trials. It was a lot of error. It was a lot of deception. It was a lot of manipulation. It was a lot of shit that I had to go through medically to be able to be here today, and to be able to walk and can dance and can do things that I love to do. And that's actually showing up. That's it. Showing up and showing out. And I love to play. I love to show off a lot of my playfulness. I love that. That's the only envy that I have over anyone. Looks are very deceptive. I am the realest woman that I feel like I can be to myself, because I have endured a lot. But that's all that pretty much I want to be able to say is about. Stay tuning to my channel and my efforts, because I'm trying to figure out what's going to work and make sure that I stick to it. I don't want to reel you guys in, get you hot and bothered for my content, and then I slack off. No, I don't want to do that. Then people start talking bad about me. Then you have my girls wanting to scrap, however, or my team being hard on me because I wasn't consistent. So that's why I'm going slow on what it is that I want to do and being comfortable to speak to you guys about everything that I have been through, everything that I'm going through, be able to show you so that you can see. I see that there's a lot that can come out of the social media content creator. There's a lot. It does change people's lives. However, it changes some people's lives for the worse because they don't even know what type of animal they are after. And what I say mean by animal, they have really created a beast. The money has created a beast in them. They might have been very nice, innocent people at one point of their lives, but as soon as they got $1 or 70, that was effortless. It just took them to become fake on cue. They went for it and they got addicted to the hype. However, they're probably miserable as hell behind closed doors. That's one thing I'm not. I'm not miserable. I'm not a miserable, hateful woman, even though there's a lot that's going on. A lot. However, I am grateful for my health. I'm grateful for the stance that I'm in, and I'm able to fight back. I'm able to fight it off. I'm able to speak about it, to empower other women or other people, not just women, but to empower you people to get back up no matter what. If you have strength, if you have a morning that has been credited to your account, not $1, a morning, you woke up this morning, you should do your best to make yourself feel better enough to figure out a little dream. And unless you have scarred and really, really tainted your surroundings to where nobody will help you get out of this rut, whether it's a mental rut, a financial rut, self-esteem rut, educational rut. These are just ruts. Ruts are temporary unless you do nothing actually about it. So that's pretty much it. Is for me to allow my stories, my testimony, to be able to put some fire up under your ass, in your chest, to be able to be the best person that you can be, and also help someone else. Because if we don't change the narrative and give compassion, you don't have to do like I do and go every week or act like you're gonna start an organization and then get in trouble because you did it for the wrong damn reasons. You did it for other reasons than from the heart and from the start. You are going to get in trouble. 2024. Your ass will get called out very quick. You won't have 15 years to get it right, like I did, like I do. You won't have it. Because there's so much deception. There's so much crime. There's so much scandal, so many scams and schemes and shit that's happening online. But that paperwork saying that you will give back and you will do your job. You will do that job that saves others' lives or helps someone else. That's an oath. That is a very critical oath that this year you will be making to God. You think that you're just signing a piece of paper. You are really, really forging your pact with God. And I don't care if you don't believe in Him or not. You will meet that side of the being, being, B-E-I-N-G, that you never thought was even possible, that will wreak havoc on you if you attempt to do anything deceptive by starting a organization or a chapter in vain that says that you will help people. You will pay for it this year. You will. You will. And as far as me being concerned, I'm going to tell you now, there is a rabbit hole thick. You see that dip right there? I walk past that dip at least every day. I want you to jump in it. While you are steadfast on copying me, following me, being able to try to recreate what I'm doing or perpetrate that you are doing it, you will fall right in that damn ditch. You will. That right there. You see how it's on solid ground? It doesn't have to be even, but then that right there, I can jump across that and I bet you will fall. Because one, you wouldn't think, oh, she could jump across it. That's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. So I am so not to be trusted right now with my enemies that I never even knew I had. I am so not to be trusted. And when I get all doiled up and polished and manicured, I am so not to be trusted by you pieces of shit. I'm not. Because I really am setting you guys up to be caught. I really am. And I'm not that type of woman. I believe in letting everybody doing them. You do you. However, when you are trying to deceive others and you are trying to hurt others that haven't did shit to you, especially a person like me that gives and does and does and does and does. Not this time. Not this time. So I just advise everybody to be the best part of themselves. And you don't have to start an organization or, be seen doing acts of kindness. But I will challenge the ones that love to be seen, love to be praised. I will challenge you to go get some water, something as simple as water. You can get more than that. You can do more than that. However, let me tell you something about doing more than that. People will get the notation that you will always to be able to identify you by the fruits that you're bearing. Like say for instance, if you pull up with a truckload of things today and you just take me up on the challenge, let's just say, oh, you want to outdo me. So you're going to not just do some cheap ass water. You're going to make cookies. You're going to make these extravagant meals with nice little containers. You're going to put some nice handwritten notes. Oh, no. You're going to do better than that. You're going to do some engraved notes, some italic notes, something. You're going to do it better than me. You're going to do all these delectable things, and you're going to drop it off. So guess what happens? You're going to have these babies that see you do that. Or these women or these people that need this right here. They're going to see you do that, and they're going to identify. The first thing they're going to do, way before they actually hear or remember your name, they're going to remember what you have in your hand. And every time you happen to pull up on that person, or maybe this is the first and last time that you'll do it. However, you could go, God forbid, you go somewhere out in the public and you see that person that you helped get through that day with whatever you brought. They are going to remember that deed that you did. And the worst feeling in the world is not being able to comply and keep it up. This water was frozen when I first came out here, and now it's lukewarm. It was in my bag. It's lukewarm now. I don't want it, but I will drink it. I'd rather have room temperature than melted water. But yeah, so they will remember you by your deeds, and that's a big form of deception. However, it's me training you how to give back properly. Give back properly where you have the feeling on the inside like I have. When you pushed through and you did what you could. Like yesterday, I didn't want to do it. I felt good that I did it. I felt very good that I did not be like, oh, I'll do it some other time, or we will catch up with it on Saturday. I did it regardless. I did it regardless. Even though it was snacks, I saw these people eat these. It wasn't like sugary snacks. Well, I did have the oatmeal pie. And I had the pretzels, and I had the bottled water. I saw, and I was like, and I've never did that. I've always had a full tray, a full meal, and a drink. I'm not big on desserts for these outings because they eat enough junk as it is when they're in the hotel, and they survive off junk. However, that's okay, but when it comes to me, we give nutrition. So back to my point, I thought maybe they'd be like, oh man, she just bought pretzels. No, I turned around at the pool and I looked. They were tearing that bag apart getting those pretzels. So I made the best decision, and I remembered that was something that I started out healthy with Destiny's Place, was feeding the kids pretzels. Oh, they used to have a fit. Oh, you don't have Cheetos, you don't have Takis. My mommy do this, my mommy do that. Well, not here. You're gonna eat pretzels or you're not gonna eat anything at all for a snack. And they were accustomed to that as a snack. Do you know how much money you save off a big bag of pretzels and how much healthier a pretzel is than junk? Takis are what, like $4.50, and my grandkids love them. For 3 little bags, it's $10. You know, and she told me that they can't split a big bag. That won't work. She's my trainer. She's my administrative mentor now. And she said that won't work. Gum, that won't work. We have to have 3 separate little bags. So I did that. But what I'm saying is, no, please don't do Takis. It's the thought that counts. And just when you think that this is all I could do, I can't do much, it's very meaningful to others that someone is waking up with them in mind and wanting to help them. You know, it's a very good feeling that money can't give. Money can only pay bills. It can pay for things, but it can't give you internal happiness and a peace of mind. You may think it does, but it's all temporary fixations, right? So we have to reroute how we do things, because you know people are wanting to take every bit of you down if you appear to be very fortunate and very happy, very, very happy. There is somebody that's aiming to take that from you so that you no longer smile, you no longer laugh, you no longer get to wear that. So if there is nothing for someone to take, we all have to exist amongst ourselves as happy human beings. Simplified, just simple happiness, simplicity, basic happiness. And how many people would actually be able to survive going back to the basics? But that's what I teach during my phases, is the basics. how to survive with children and pick up the pieces. And what's so amazing about it is the basics actually work. The basics actually help heal and restore families, the basics. And it's so disgusting that people won't even see that that's all we need is basic humanity. That's it. Water, food, shelter. That's it. All the extravagance. And God is actually showing different parts of the world, well, in all of us, are seeing, whether you want to think it's just that person or it's just that area. No, we're all getting hit. Every country in this world is being hit with some form of God's rage amongst us to show that he's unpleased. The universe is unpleased. The atmosphere is unpleased. Your God is unpleased. And the fact that he's showing his wrath upon people serving things other than him. And that nobody can outdo God. Nothing and nobody. Nobody can guarantee you anything except him. Except the universe. Except what it is that you have actually leaned on, and you know without a shadow of a doubt that it was that particular aspect or entity that actually performed things other than materialistic. We're not talking about money. We're not talking about things. We are talking about things like your salvation, your mental peace of mind, your happiness. Oh, I want to go buy $1,000 worth of happiness. A bottle of $1,000 worth of happiness. You can't. You cannot. You cannot pay for these things. Ask me how I know. So, again, let's go with the challenge. Oh, let's go back to the baby. So we are having our first baby, changing lanes, and the baby is due the end of the month. So me and my team, we have a baby shower in mind. You're not in this area, but however, I would actually promote your channel. Promote. I will say thank you. I will publicize. I will get all diddled up, and I will publicize your channel, your efforts, whatever you gave. I will do that. I will do that. I will praise everybody, especially the ones that take the time out of their day and their rich lifestyles to be able to contribute to this baby. This baby is our baby, the baby of the world. And let's do this. If you contribute to my Cash App, I will publicly acknowledge what you gave. I will publicly do a video on what we spent it on. I will publicly allow her to acknowledge your channel to say thank you. And I will name that baby's honor coming into the world. When we go to the hospital, I will induct that baby as ours. That we all came together as a world from different parts of YouTube, different parts of the country, however you got my Cash App. However, you decided to contribute. That's what we will do to see how fun the month of July is for us. To be able to come together for one common good, and that's to bring this baby in, united as a whole, Not to be like, oh, well, I could do this for this baby and this and that, whatever. But you did not. You didn't think of that. And it's not just this baby. It's a baby. It's a baby somewhere being born just like this. But we're talking about this specific baby so that we can come together up under one pretense, and that's togetherness, unity, us women of YouTube, to be able to come together and say, all right, let's see how this baby changes our lives. If we actually can change the narrative together, if we could do something together for once. And I would love to hear what your comments are. I would love to hear what your ideas about, because what we're planning is doing a pool party / baby shower. The pool party would be for the kids of the hotel, and the baby shower would be for her. So that way, I'm not putting my team in harm's way. So you don't have to contribute to the pool party because it's just going to be a pool, and I'm going to teach the kids how to swim, and they will eat and whatever. However, the baby shower, we will be able to do a nice baby shower with your contributions, you know, that could help us change the narrative on how we are as sisters and saving lives and showing that we can actually do some things as women who have been there and done that. You say, oh, I have been there before. But because it's not your idea, because it's not your organization, or because it's not your subject, you say, oh, I won't help Shannon. I won't help Michelle. I won't help change lanes. I won't help this baby. Wow. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? But we will see if it does. You say that you support me. You love the fact that I'm getting back up and I'm doing. You want to see us do good in this world. Show up. Show up. So, with or without your support, it's going to happen. The baby is going to come. However, I was giving the thought, the idea, the visual from God to be able to put it out here. And I hate to ask for things. I hate to. I would get out in the sun myself and fry fish to be able to get what we need. Doesn't matter. I'm always successful with things that I do out here because I've had restaurants and I serve good food. However, we could do that and more together and be able to change the narrative of what we are all feeling and all afraid of each day is how safe are we as a world? How safe is our world? How safe will our kids be? Well, guess what? If we do this together and we stand together, not just for picture's sake or whatever, but if we get excited to join hands together, different races, different cultures, different beliefs, but we are all believing one thing, is to help this baby come into this world with a life of love, with the intentions for her to live her life with love in her heart, in that little bitty body. Imagine if you were in her shoes. And some of us have been through that. Not knowing where the Pampers are going to come from, not knowing where the milk is going to come from. But you can help do this with me. And again, I will be pleased to welcome any idea that you have. I will be pleased and I will honor the fact that she will know, Mom will know, that this came from you and your family, or you and your content, you and your page, your channel, whatever it is, you and your organization. I will do that. So I have left my Cash App out there for the world to be able to say, we are going to donate $1 to Shannon to be able to help this baby feel love from you. That's simple. $1 can go a long way. a long way from each of us. So, yeah. I have did 55. By the time I get back inside, it will be an hour. And so that's what I want. My thoughts is to do some small hors d'oeuvres for her. The mom does not eat meat. She's a vegetarian. So I'm gonna do some steamed rice, some fried rice, and some vegetables, a vegetable platter for her. I would love for different cultures to that donate to be able to teach me a recipe for our baby. For our mom to be able to eat. And what I would do, I would even do something fun. I will take the ingredients that you give me, and or that you show me. I will actually recreate that dish, and I will provide it for her baby shower. How about that? My team says I go so overboard, and I do. And I'm talking about simplicity, but I know how to live simplified and basic too. However, when it's serving others and giving back, I tend to want to add a little something. They say a lot of something. I go overboard. I do. When I give back. I really do. There's nothing basic about my services, because once I learned that there is quality services out here, that there is agencies that provide services that wow, that is life altering and life saving, and it makes a difference when people actually love what they are doing. And so I would challenge you to do that and to teach me how to provide a vegetable hors d'oeuvre, a vegetable side from your country, from your home, from your life, to be able to prepare for her baby shower. So, yeah, I think it will be fun. I think it will be lovely. I think it will be amazing. I think it will be exciting. And guess what? I already know somebody will listen to this video and go out there and do it. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Do it. Does not matter. You can even show up here and do it. Does not matter. Yeah, so, we all have a part to do. We have a part to play in our world to make it better, to get it back to a life worth living. And it's gonna have to happen through our giving efforts. And I know that we can do it. I know that we can, and I believe we can. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a baby coming in 4 weeks. Let's get this baby shower started. I am going to do a P.O. box so that, and give me until Wednesday to do the P.O. box so that I can receive your gifts if you would rather buy the baby some gifts. We have already started receiving, just the little calls I made, we've already receiving Pampers mailed in. But, yeah, newborn, you can't ever get enough Pampers. Can't ever get enough Pampers. So I would like, if you're going to P.O. box, and again, I will do the P.O. box by Wednesday. If you would like to send any gifts, I would say blankets for the baby. And I would love to see blankets from your culture or your country. Blankets, socks, the T-shirts for the baby, and things to keep it warm, because, winter will be here before and it's going to be a cold winter. Timestamp this. It's going to be a cold winter. And unless we do something very heartwarming this summer. But this is a start. This is a start to promote love, to promote peace and harmony and unity is this. I'm going first to be able to speak this out into the atmosphere, to the universe, to your conscience. I see you ladies wearing the balls. I see you ladies trying to see if I know what I'm talking about. I see you, and I love you. And that's what true leadership is. Not each one teach one. We ain't doing shit with that. That's all they did, and that's why we in the mess that we are. So I say for you men, each one teach 1,000, because us women, we could keep on, keep it on. We could do that. So, guys, we last an hour together. Our first vlog that did an hour in the boring heat. But I love you. All right, bye.